Thousands of Joe Biden supporters can crowd together to celebrate, but I'm not supposed to have Thanksgiving with my family? So this time, the target is Thanksgiving holiday, which is just 2 weeks away, but Americans who simply want to gather with family to celebrate God's faithfulness and providence can no longer do so unrestricted. Check this out. Democrat governors in California, Michigan, Wisconsin, and others have laid out some suffocating mandates and restrictions on upcoming Thanksgiving gatherings. You're not going to believe this. Wait a minute. This is 2020. Maybe you will. I'm David Fiorazzo, and this is Christ and Culture. Okay, Emperor Gavin Newsom says church and Thanksgiving are not essential. The CDC suggests we avoid in-person gatherings and to celebrate virtually, meaning online. What? Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer issued rules and recommendations for residents who gather for Thanksgiving, including the following. If you get together inside, include no more than 2 households or 10 people. Wash hands regularly and try not to share utensils. Wear a mask. Take it off when you eat or drink, of course, and then put it back on. Keep 6 feet apart as much as you can, and when possible, keep voices down. So is it too late to ask if these are even constitutional? Yes. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers signed an executive order Tuesday advising people to stay home and save lives. Fear the outside world. Be responsible. Don't kill people. First, Emperor Evers boasted that Wisconsin once contained the virus. It was under control, but cases are now surging. Well, he locked down businesses and imposed church and public restrictions, including mask mandates statewide. So my question is, if masks and mandates work, why haven't these measures been effective? Now, I'm sure he blames it on the citizens, or a second wave of COVID, or that darn orange president who won't leave the White House and leave America alone. Apparently, however, Wisconsin is in danger of reaching its highest number of cases since the spring. Evers said this on Tuesday.
Each day this virus goes unchecked is a setback for our economic recovery. Our bars, restaurants, small businesses, families, and farmers will continue to suffer if we don't take action right now.
Unchecked? This is confusing since action was taken, but apparently it didn't work. But let's move on. The CDC said that celebrating Thanksgiving is risky, especially with people of other households or with college students returning home. The safest thing to do is celebrate only with members of your own household. But they didn't stop there. The health agency also suggests having gatherings outside, encourages masks, and of course, social distancing. Oh, and guests should bring their own food. Not kidding. So out in California, even they may be starting to realize elections have consequences. Now, it's bad enough the Democrat-dominated state government discriminates against churches and places of worship. Now they released concerning restrictions on Thanksgiving. The California Department of Public Health mandates homes and families, stating that, quote, all persons planning to host or participate in a private gathering must comply. To what, you ask? Well, check out some of Emperor Newsom's mandatory Thanksgiving restrictions. No more than 3 households are permitted, including hosts and guests. The host should collect names of all attendees and contact information in case the state or local county wants to contact trace the guests later. Thanksgiving must be held outside. Food or beverages must be in single-serve, disposable containers, and those serving food must be in masks. The gathering may only be 2 hours or less. Attendees may briefly go inside to use restrooms if the facilities are frequently sanitized. So, what do you think, friends? Expect more governors and mayors, particularly in blue states, to make similar declarations. Now, it's par for the course as we watch this year's Marxist revolution play out on our streets, cities, and country. It's power play. About California's restrictions, Liberty Counsel founder Matt Staver said this. The same Governor Gavin Newsom that has encouraged thousands of total strangers to protest together in the streets now wants to impede upon the freedom of families and friends to enjoy their Thanksgiving holiday. For some families, Thanksgiving will not include grandma and the children or even siblings. Imagine family members traveling for hours only to be restricted to a 2-hour outdoor gathering without physical contact. What if the weather is too hot or cold or it rains? For Governor Newsom to think he has authority to micromanage a private family Thanksgiving dinner is the height of hubris. These restrictions are ludicrous. I think most of you would agree. Now, we're talking about the United States of America here. What happened to us? And how are so many people putting up with these power plays in states across the country? What would our great-grandparents think? What would our founding fathers think? I think we have an idea. Now, the danger is to say this restriction of freedom couldn't happen to you. As we said last week, this country has changed. Politics and power structures have changed, in part because the people have not held their government accountable. Now, we've said this before. In the late 1800s, it was President James Garfield who said this: "Now more than ever, the people are responsible for the character of their Congress. If that body be ignorant, reckless, and corrupt, it is because the people tolerate ignorance, recklessness, and corruption." Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Yes, the coronavirus is real. People have died from it, but understand the many things people die from, and in far greater numbers. Facts are funny things. They don't lie. People do. Question everything the Democrat media reports. Look for missing context, data, percentages, and overall perspective. The numbers and the panic have been manufactured for political purposes. I think we all know that by now. So be safe, yes, but for now, it's a season to be grateful to God for His blessings. So have a wonderful Thanksgiving. God bless you, and keep speaking the truth about things that matter. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Most of you know our show is being censored by big tech. It's hidden, really, on YouTube, Facebook. Sadly, this impacts our long-term ability to produce the show, so we're tackling the problem by launching our brand new Patriot Club. Look at this beauty, right? For a $99 tax-deductible donation, you'll not only keep our show going, but we'll ship you this stainless steel tumbler etched with the American flag, and freedom never tasted so good. Visit patriotclub.us to show your support. That's patriotclub.us. Thank you, and God bless.